Welcome back to the panel with Bobby and Dan, your two favorite small boys who have a podcast. We talk into one microphone, and it's just the way it is.
We don't always talk into one microphone. We sometimes talk into two.
You know, I'd like to talk into two, but mixers cost a dick ton. A shit ton for a real unit of measurement.
Okay. Can I settle this now? Can I get Steven on like what an actual shit ton is?
Yeah, shit ton is like 3 tons. I'm pretty sure it's 33, 300, something like that.
All right. So Steven has emailed me over it. How much is a shit ton? So it's actually a metric shit ton.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And for some reason, it's 264 gallons of people. Or people... shit.
Oh.
So it's the same as essentially... that's a lot of zeros. I think it's like 1 million grams?
Okay.
Maybe?
Sure, why not? I mean, you're the one with the numbers in front of you.
See, well, okay, the thing is, like, there's actually a metric shit ton and then a proper shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's different denominations of it where people are like, yeah, but burn into this if you're using it in value. Like, who the hell is going to use a shit ton in value? Just give it to me in weight.
Honey truck drivers probably use, like, metric shit tons a lot.
Yeah, definitely, because, yeah.
Yeah. Well, honey truck drivers, it's like it's another name for like a sewage tank.
Oh,
driver.
You're right. Yeah, okay, I digress.
It was a honey truck or like a honey wagon? I think it was a honey wagon.
Regardless, disgusting.
We don't even talk about shit to start the day. I hope it's a nice Friday morning, you get ready to go into work and you're popping on the podcast as you're eating breakfast and you take your first bite of oatmeal and then...
We're talking about shit.
We're just talking about eating shit. Metric shit tons.
All right,
now your oatmeal's ruined.
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, my oatmeal's ruined.
You're not eating oatmeal.
Bold of you to assume as I like reach my pocket out and pull out a packet.
Where'd you get oatmeal? No, just like you pull out a full bowl like of made oatmeal.
Just complete from scratch.
Yeah,
not even instant.
How'd you have the time to do that?
Actually, you want to hear some stoned adventures of me?
Sure.
So it was I didn't have work Sunday, so it was Saturday night. And I was like, haha, don't have to work the next day, so I'm going to get cosmic level of stone, you know? I was going to exercise my right as a human being with illegal drugs to use them.
You gotta fight.
Yeah, for the right.
To party.
Gotta hate BC boys.
You gotta fight!
Anywho, so I was astronomically cooked, and, like, I was very hungry, but it was, like, probably 11 or so, and I'm like, all right, I can't order in.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, it was Saturday, so I probably could have till like 1.
Yeah.
Anywho, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go have like, looking for leftovers. I'm like, yo, I can't eat any of this because it was just like very hearty stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't what I wanted at 11 at night.
That's fair.
The point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, cereal? ? And I'm like, milk. No, thank you. This brings it to the relevant part. I decided to just eat dry oatmeal straight from the packet.
Just like oats?
No, straight from like an instant packet of oatmeal. I pulled it open and just downed it. And I downed it while I was standing in the kitchen in pretty much very low light. Like the only light was I cracked the fridge open so that would light up the kitchen. And then I was like, actually not that bad. I still had like probably like a half in the packet. Grabbed another, and I ran downstairs like a troglodyte and ate dry oatmeal.
You're living life, and no one can tell you otherwise.
It wasn't that bad. It was filling. Like it was.
I like eating dry oats.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where like I like eating spinach just for the texture factor in my mouth, like just to chew something.
Yeah, so I feel like it's not that weird, but I just thought it was funny because like it took a cooked brain for me to be like, wait, you can eat this without cooking it.
You're just transcending. Next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute, can I eat chicken without cooking it?
All right, no. Do you like oatmeal? Do you ever eat oatmeal?
I don't eat oatmeal often, but I'm not ever opposed. It's just that like
milk or water. Milk or water?
I prefer milk.
I
mean, it's like everything with cooking where it's like, you would prefer, like if you're making like a protein shake, like you prefer milk, but water will do.
Fair, okay. Yeah.
And then it's one of those things where, you're pouring your oatmeal and the milk is chunky and you're like, all right, I guess it's water today. I had that happen to me. I was very
Yeah,
I was upset, to say the least.
there's a decent few things that can happen in the kitchen where like you get halfway through the process and you can't finish and you're like, oh, now I'm depressed.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely gotta be up there. Spoiled milk and or out of milk is always horrific.
Dude, nothing is more depressing than like you're cooking something or like the worst is like if you're baking something and you think you have everything and say you're like, oh, I have butter in the fridge, but you need like a full stick of butter and you only have half.
Oh, yep.
And say like, I don't know, just shit like that. Like I know there's been multiple times like I'm in the middle of like cooking something and I need to like put something in halfway through and I realize I don't have it and I'm like, can I take it out and run to the store and grab it? Or like, cause that's like a 15-minute endeavor.
Yeah.
Will it go bad? Like, will my mom hate me? I don't know.
These are decisions we make.
These are the problems in life.
There was one time I needed a fork, and like there was not a fork at all. And want to know why? Because they were all in the fucking dishwasher that was currently running. What do you do? I had to wait for an hour and a half to even do it. Like I just needed a fork to even cook. Like I couldn't.
That is a tragedy.
Granted, I guess it was my own fault for not foreseeing the fact that when I ran the dishwasher, every single piece of silverware that we have in our house was in there. But you know, whatever. I'm not complaining.
It's no biggie. You know, it's one of those things.
It's just one of the things that happen in the kitchen where you're like, damn, well, wish it didn't.
And, you know, transitioning a little bit, let me tell you, yesterday was the first nice day we've had in months.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was like, what, peak 60-something?
It was like 60, sunny. It was like, good God.
And we're in late February, so technically we're still in winter.
I mean, global warming, climate change is fake, so like it's just the Earth is just, you know, getting a head start on the spring and all. Like, it's fine. Because later in the week it's going to go back down to 30. Don't worry about
30
it.
and raining.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was nice, sunny, nice, steady, cool breeze, but, you know, it was nice.
It was
very nice.
It was one of those things where, because like Sunday was nice too, and all I could think of was like, I'm so over winter, and it hasn't even been a bad winter. Normally,
not at all, actually.
I don't even think we've had a foot of snow in total.
Yeah,
that's a knock on wood.
Yeah, definitely it is a knock on wood because we've gotten thunder slammed the last few years as well during the winter.
But I was just thinking to myself, like, I was so productive on Monday. It was incredible. Like I was a new man. I thought I was transcending space and time.
You know, I kind of have to agree because it was beautiful. It was beautiful out, and it was like, okay, really what set the tone for like the productivity for me, because I agree with you, was the fact that it was still nice, bright, and sunny at like 3 p.m. instead of it starting to go down.
Dude, it was like 5 and the sun was still out, and I was like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And oh my.
What'd you get done yesterday? Anything good?
I just got a lot of work done that I need to get done, and I was very happy to be finished with it.
Yeah?
A lot of like stuff little side things I like to work on, dabbling and stuff.
Did you get outside at all?
Yes, I took my book, I went out onto the porch, and I read a little bit.
That's pretty fucking dumb, Dan. Not gonna what do you read, books?
Well, so I only say it so that like I look more intelligent than I am.
Yeah, same. I've never read a book in my life.
Nope.
Never
you.
Never. Can't prove it.
You don't know how to read, so like it's kind of weird.
You can't prove that I've read a book. Wait, have I talked about reading on the podcast?
Yes, you definitely
I have.
We're 69 episodes deep.
We are episode 69. You know the daylight savings in less than 2 weeks, so we won't be dealing with the dark at 5 anymore.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
I mean, it's like it's okay. I mean, like I don't mind it getting dark, but I don't mind it being bright either. It's just kind of like a whatever thing,
Okay, circling back though to the nice weather, I'm just gonna skip right over that one.
That's fine.
It somehow made me it made me happier, and I got outside for a little bit. However, I just loved being able to sit from the comfort of my chair at my desk talking to you guys and be like, oh, it's a really beautiful day out, isn't it? Yeah, it'd be a shame if you didn't get outside. Meanwhile, I'm like full gremlin attire in my room, hiding away from the sun.
Just like sweatpants, blanket wrapped around your head, and you're like, oh my god, it's so nice out, blocking out the windows.
I mean, it was so nice on Sunday that I actually went and blocked out my windows.
I know. Oh man, I don't know. I'm so happy for spring. Just like I don't know if you feel the same way, but like especially in our area, I always get like really bad seasonal depression when it comes to winter.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I almost said daddy daycare, which makes no sense.
Yeah,
But I feel like just shit mentally and physically. Like, it's,
why was daddy daycare the filler for that?
because there was like scenes where like kids are shitting on floors and like there's turtle. You remember daddy daycare, right?
I'm gonna say yes for the sake of the argument, but I do know it was an Eddie Murphy movie where he was a male babysitter,
Yeah,
and that was like the whole shtick of the movie.
Yeah,
Like, can two men watch children?
Yeah, and it was like, who would have thought? Shit like that.
Wow.
But I don't know. Just like when it comes to the winter, I'm so not productive. Like, when it started getting cold and it gets dark really early, especially because we used to go to the gym at 5 and it'd be like pitch black when you get out. It's just so
God.
like,
Yeah.
oh well, there's nothing anymore.
I kind of feel okay. So like I can get behind that mindset. Like I do agree that winter kind of like slams on the seasonal depression, but at the same time, when you wrap your head around the fact that time is just a concept made by people, and if you let the hours a day like constitute your mental state, well then you're just a weak individual. No, I'm joking, and no, I completely agree with you.
I was gonna say, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, no, I've fallen for it.
Father
as well.
time, pop off. Speaker, speak.
For me, it's more like it's not even the fact that it gets dark quicker and it's dreary out. It's more like the cold is very disheartening to a degree.
That's what I feel too.
Because it's not like you can still do stuff at night, but when it's night and it's 17 degrees with a wind chill of 6, like I don't really want to go out.
Well, it's also because like you think, summer nights you're having a bonfire out with your friends, you're all just having a nice time. It's like you can't really do that in the winter unless you're all in coats.
Yeah, there's just a lot more things like. If it makes doing things that you could do in the winter just feel a lot more feasible.
Yeah, exactly.
When it gets warmer.
I don't know.
And I mean, I prefer early spring to like late spring, anyways, in terms of like weather.
Yeah.
Like I still like the cold. I would take like this type of weather over summer.
Yeah.
Because you know me, as soon as it gets like above 75, I'm just basically a dog that needs to just be misted. Huskies. I'm basically a husky. And essentially, I get depressed when it's hot.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. But that's just the way it be being sometimes.
That's the way it be being. Okay, so it was 60. It was great this week. Not going to be the case. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold. Do you feel? I saw on social media some people like wish we didn't have this tease of a day, and other people are like, "Oh, thank gosh we had this nice break." Oh. So you're obviously in the nice break standpoint.
Well, yeah, because it's like there's good stuff to come, kind of deal.
One of my professors today was like hating about it. He was like, "Yeah, I don't see the point, having that nice day and like, being all like yay about it when it's just gonna get cold and rainy again." I'm like, "Well, I mean, you're not wrong." But at the same time, were you just stuck in your office till 6 p.m. or what?
Sound a little pessimistic, but I mean, hey.
Yeah, I'm like,
you're entitled to that.
I'm usually the pessimistic one, you bastard. Don't take that away from me.
No, this day's shit. Fuck it. Only I can say that.
Just trying to outdo him. No, it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
It really sucked.
When the weather's 60 degrees, my skin peels, and it's like...
Jeez.
Okay.
That's one of the best parts about winter being over is like my skin cannot be dry.
Oh God, I know it, man. I am like flaky.
That's unfortunate. That's a really unfortunate.
My elbows get like super fucking ashy.
Oh, dude, I feel catch me like mid-December, and if I throw an elbow, you're gonna get cut by it as well.
It's just gonna be like like you got hit in the face with like baby powder.
Oh,
just fucking.
No, they're sharp. I'm telling you, they're genuinely sharp.
Yeah, but then the crust pops out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, that's a gross image. The crust.
Hope you're still eating, by the way.
Yeah, hope you're really enjoying your cereal.
Speaking of eating, I got a little follow up from yesterday. Not yesterday, obviously, but last week. We talked about Supreme Oreos, and we're very confused by it. They were $8, by the way, for a pack of 3.
They sold for $8 for.
Yes.
See, that isn't actually. Not bad.
But
that is, we were saying like what, 30?
Yes, but would you like to know what it's reselling on eBay for right now?
Can I guess?
Yeah, I mean you can see what it is.
I haven't looked at it.
Okay, yeah, no, guess.
Okay, is it okay? So the brick was like what, $5,000?
Yeah.
So they're perishable, so probably like 2 to 3, 5 maybe at the most.
20,000.
You're bullshitting me.
No.
All right, now I'm opening the article because I don't believe
you.
Oh my god, it really is?
I'm not sure if people are actually bidding on this at the moment, but it is definitely out there for 20,000, which is remarkable. Like, you got to get your bag at the end of the day, and if this is your way of doing it, go for it.
The current bid is $31,000 on it.
Really?
The current bid is at $31,000.
All right, guys, you got to get on it. Someone's got to secure these Oreos.
And there's 122 bids.
Oh my god.
It started at... Wait, the starting price was $4. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a timeline. From about 6 hours later, it was at $2,000.
Nice.
4 minutes later, it was at $2,500 from that, right? So we're going to move forward. 6 hours later, it was at $2,700. Ready?
Very nice, very nice.
All right. A day later, it was at $9,000 at that exact time.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Another day later, at that exact time, it was worth $13,000.
Okay, this is good.
All right.
Just keep it going, keep it going.
Ready? A day later, at the next time, it's worth $18,000.
Okay.
All right.
This is good. No, this is good. Keep it going, keep it going.
Okay. 6 hours later. Wait. 8 hours later, it's worth $23,000. And it went from $23,800 to straight $29K. Someone put down 6,000 extra dollars.
Jesus.
And here's where it gets even better. The most current bid as of PST, so 4 hours ago, was $31,000 even.
Now,
there's 3 hours left in this.
all right, so we have to have a 3-hour long podcast to all right, here's where we come in. We swoop in at the end. We pool our money together, and then we have 3 cookies for. I'm gonna assume it's gonna end around like 38,000.
Dude, I'm
flabbergasted.
Dude, I'm actually like imagine if I was one of those gremlins that had like the best internet connection, was just waiting to buy a pack of these. I literally could just be up a few grand.
A few?
Well, I would pussy out early. I'd be like, yeah, 10 for sure. That's fine.
The $10, yes.
Well,
no, I know. I mean, I don't know. That's just fucking insane to me. It doesn't surprise me, which is probably the worst part. But
I mean, yeah, that doesn't surprise
no,
you.
it doesn't. Like,
okay,
it's one of those things. Like, I'm assuming it's for like the joke at this point, or I don't know if
who's got $30,000 as a joke.
Oh, a lot
of people do.
That's
But I mean, like, can I have $30,000 as a joke?
No.
Please and thank you. You want my Venmo?
Link, you want? I'll put it in the description. You can donate to Bobby.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous. I love it though. I will say I love it because imagine you, Robert D'Onofrio. You're a millionaire. You're swimming in money at this point, and you're thinking, I've got it all. And you just go on eBay and you're seeing Supreme cookies, and you what would you do if it's just one person just outbidding himself?
That would be hilarious.
Constantly.
I mean, it's not, and I can see that, but that would be fucking hilarious.
Like, he puts in 6,000, someone puts in 6,500, he just keeps doing it every minute, just like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 45,000. Be fucking nuts.
I feel like that's the strategy for bids, though, right?
Would say so.
That's like, okay, what's the markup on that? Is that like 239,000%?
I think you're close. I don't have any education, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm not smart in any way, shape, or form.
I don't have my graphing calculator in front of me, which makes my math ability go up by like 4 grade levels or so.
You want me to bust out the abacus, or?
No, it's okay. I mean, I do have my graphing calculator, but that's I don't really want to do the math on this.
You don't want to flex?
Yeah, no, I don't want to flex. Thank you.
Don't want to flex the graphing calculator. I understand. I get it.
These memes though are coming from people are really memeing people that.
I mean, like, who the fuck would spend this much money on cookies, man? It's like I don't know, when restaurants do their things where they're fucking like, try our $3,000 pizza, and it's like, we used caviar as the cheese and shit like that. It's just like, yeah, I guess you can do it, but why? You know? I don't know.
You know, it's crazy that, like, this partnership with Oreo was leaked like 6 months ago, and no one believed it.
I didn't.
You know, and rightfully so. Rightfully so.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. I can say it doesn't make sense a million fucking times.
Because it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I find even more just absolutely crazy about this?
Hit me.
Is that there is no... Do they have metrics on how many they sold? Like, because I know they sold out already, but I don't... How many is that?
Oh, I imagine there's limited quantity, like with all their drops.
They have to. But, like, I'm wondering, like, how limited the quantity was for 30,000.
I am going to guess probably under 50.
After hitting the market for Oreos, a 3-pack of Supreme Oreos apparently was going for 92,000.
Oh. Okay.
Apparently.
Not confirmed, but I would not be too surprised.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely like the most, I guess, out there collab they've ever had, you know?
Apparently, the one with $92,000, the one that was worth $92,000, had 113 bids on Sunday night and was no longer active, and it was taken down on Monday.
Maybe they felt bad that they were probably just robbing people out of $90,000.
Well, the thing is, it started in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where Hillary's chilling.
That's true.
For $20. That was the starting bid, and it went up to $92,000 from that.
Yeah, maybe Chillery was in there. She wanted to be hip. She wanted to, fit in with the crowd. I don't know. I don't think she's running, actually, but, that's fine.
You know what's even better, though? Like, there's hypebeasts that are shaming Supreme for selling these.
Really?
Yeah, apparently so. A notable one called Just Daquan, according to this Forbes magazine.
Well, of course.
Was as an Instagram influencer with over 14 million followers.
Oh, thank God.
I guess was memeing them saying no one's paying $250 for Oreos and shit like that.
I mean, no one fucking should.
Yeah.
It's just surprising that the hype beast would say,
Yeah.
But he understands. He gets it, and that's good.
I like that this article is trying to, give Supreme's history. And they're like, yeah, they started off as, a skateboarding brand. And then, they started dropping products? And they put products in, the biggest quotation marks physically possible.
They started selling things? They have bricks? I don't know, guys. This is kind of weird. Super weird.
Supreme's also going on their way to drop the Oreos exclusively in Japan on the 27th as well.
Oh my God. Whatever, man. Whatever. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. I'm tired. I'm just over it, to be honest.
Oh my God.
But maybe, I don't know. I'll probably see another story of Oreo sold for $2 million. Man murdered over it, and I'll be like, hey guys, guess what happened? But if that happens, it's not me. Just
hey,
so you know.
Brand new listing for $16 for the pack of Oreos.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Then we got 75. We got, oh wow, these bids are actually posted today. Wait, this one was posted Thursday. No, not Thursday. A few hours ago. It's already at $15,000.
Wow. I'm just having a hard time believing that these bids are real.
Actually, that's a good point. Well, doesn't eBay, and PayPal, they're very interlocked, right? So I imagine, you need your PayPal account linked to eBay to even make a bid, and I doubt, eBay would be like, oh, you could just make that bid without, the money.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Right.
I was thinking maybe bots, but I don't know if bots can do that. I mean, I don't know. People make pretty, intricate bots.
I mean, but even if it was a bot bidding, the point I'm trying, I feel like the seller would still get the money, right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
how
mean, it's
that's
got to come
gonna
from somewhere,
I guess so.
I don't know. Maybe they're draining your and mine account.
I don't even know.
I don't know either, man.
This is just actually put a It's like an elephant dart to my brain reading this, actually, because it just kept unfolding the more I read the article, and I feel wrong. I don't feel right after knowing this knowledge that cookies are going for $31,000, potentially $92,000.
And it's like, would it change if it was a Chips Ahoy collab? These are the questions I need answered. Or if they had a Folger, what's the the cookies that come in like the white bags? I don't know how to.
Oh gosh, yeah, like the freaking the Toll, not the Toll House cookies.
Toll House.
Pepperidge Farms. No.
Pepperidge Farms, yeah.
Is it Pepperidge Farms?
Yeah.
Those?
Would that make a difference?
Well, that's the thing. Oreo, the company that made what was an Oreo spokesperson, or I don't know, somewhere in the article, they're like, I mean, it's not like it takes away from the company to collab with them for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it literally, technically, it's advertising for their products. So, like,
yeah, there's literally no downside to it.
There is literally no downside. So my question to you is like, does Supreme start doing merch drops on perishables?
Supreme Doritos, maybe next.
Supreme Ritz Crackers.
Supreme Ritz Crackers.
Supreme Red Bull. That could actually be a thing, actually.
Tastes like piss. Maybe.
True. I feel like Supreme actually could go for an energy drink collab next.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be better than an Oreo, though.
I mean, a Supreme Monster collab would probably pop off.
It would. You get all the people, all the Kyles that buy Monster and all the Kyles that buy Supreme, put them together.
Oh, it's over.
Oh my gosh.
That's the best of both worlds.
You just gotta make sure whatever building has the Red Bull Monster or the Monster Supreme cans in can't have concrete.
Oh, that's true though.
Or drywall.
Drywall, yeah.
Drywall. No, I punch holes through concrete, Dan.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Well, first I was thinking like, oh, they're skating on it, and then drywall makes more sense. And there can't be a girlfriend within 200 feet of the store.
Of course not. Of course not.
Sorry, Kyle's. You got a bad rep, but
yeah, if your name's Kyle, fuck you, I guess, because I guess you like Monster and punching drywall.
Just how it is sometimes.
Just how it is. That's probably like the most tame though, like random hate.
Yeah, it's funny because like I can't think of another name that just gets shit on like that.
Yeah, it's just Kyle. I mean, Keith is just like, people are like, Keith.
Yeah, well,
but Kyle.
I've known a couple Keiths, and they're the same way. So
yeah, they're gremlins.
Yeah,
I've known one, and it was a very tiny person.
He was very tiny.
Oh, we're talking about the same person?
Yeah. Oh. I know that one.
I didn't know if I just imagined that person.
Honestly, maybe.
I like that we're saying that person. His name's Keith, by the way.
Yeah, I don't even know his last name, so I can't dox him.
Nope, can't even.
But,
I haven't thought about that person since high school, but it's fucking hilarious that they popped into my head now.
Yeah, I know. And he was pretty memorable. The dude was like 3'7".
I'm changing topics. There's something that I want to talk about that I thought was actually kind of interesting that I read that I guess it's not really something that we can talk about, but it was interesting to me. So this article, this came from a study in UCLA, or no, a UCL study into cognitive basic. Okay, so it's exploring how deaf people hear voice hallucinations. So it took their study focused on people with hearing disabilities, either born or developed. And these people also happen to have schizophrenia or some form of it where they were at a point where they were having these hallucinations. And I guess I never kind of wondered, like, would a naturally deaf person hear voices? And the thing is, like, when they're describing how these voices are, for lack of a better word, heard to them, mm-hmm. like, they describe them in terms that we would use for auditory things, like loud or like they would they basically would use descriptive words for how we would describe voices. However, they interpret it in whatever way their brain finds easier to interpret communication. So like what people thought were loud voices in deaf people when deaf people were describing schizophrenia wasn't actually voices. It was just that these like aggressive, say, hand signs were just very loud and intrusive. Like they think loud because loud to them doesn't really mean loud to us. So the study says like it's more intrusive for them, mm-hmm. and they may have these auditory hallucinations, but it's more communication hallucinations for them. And I just thought that was very interesting. It was, I just recommend checking out the article. I don't know if anyone else finds mental inebriation interesting at all.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I just thought I wanted to talk about it because I never thought about that. How would someone that's deaf and or we've talked about I think someone that was blind with schizophrenia like way early in the show.
I think so, yeah.
But deaf, not so much. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
It's definitely unique. Definitely interesting to see like a perspective that you probably will not be able to understand. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess that's why I find that this kind of stuff interesting, because like I'm not deaf nor am I schizophrenic, but however the idea of a deaf schizophrenic person intrigues me.
Yeah,
and that is what it is. I recommend it. It's nice, quick, light reading, and you're like, it kind of makes you go like, oh, didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I like the concept of it.
Yeah,
as a hard-hearing man myself.
Yeah, so if you develop schizophrenia, there's a chance that it might not be the same for you, Dan.
Well, everything's up in the air these days, trying my best to experience everything. Not schizophrenia, but... Anywho, I'd say.
That was my little article.
No weed corner this week?
No, there's no weed corner this week. Actually, I could have, but I opted out.
You don't want to go for 69 weeks in a row? You're just like 68 that we're gonna...
Alright, it's not 68 episodes straight.
Ah, sorry.
Okay.
For like 25.
No, that's not even true, because
like,
there's the episode where it was just you. We've done episodes where we've just been concepts. I'm sure I've talked about weed at least every episode.
It's problem. Maybe I'll go back and look. Maybe I'll deep dive, go back through all our episodes and find every instance where you talked about weed and see how many episodes out of how many we have it in there.
All right. Well, you know what? That aside, I have a question for you, Dan.
Yes.
What is the dumbest thing you believed as a kid?
There's too much.
Like, I need you to think, though. Like, really think. Because, turns out, I believed a lot of freaking dumb shit.
You'd have to give me a second if you have any, please.
Specifically, one of the things that I believed, then I don't really know when I stopped believing it. Like, obviously, everyone thinks when they're little, the moon's following them. But
I never thought that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's actually really fucking dumb to think that.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing all day. I've been thinking of, like, these, like, seemingly innocent things for me to believe as a kid. And in reality, I was just a freaking idiot. And you may be like, oh, well, you were... No. That's a dumb thought to have. The moon's not following you. You idiot.
There was one thing I always thought...
I believed that till I was, like, 9.
There was... I don't know if it was the dumbest thing I thought of, but, there's one thing I always envisioned that I thought was dumb. And I found out recently, like, other people did it, was, when I was driving in the car and I'd look out the window, I'd imagine, like, somebody or someone, like, following me, but, like, it would be, like, I don't know, like a character I made up in my head, and they're jumping from, like, power line to power line, like, running on brick walls and shit.
That's dope as hell.
Like, I thought that was just me, and then I saw a post on, I think it was Reddit or something, of people like, dude, I thought I was the only one like this, and everyone was like, no, dude, me too. I used to think it was Sonic, and I'm like, everybody went to that was just, all right, bud, no, you're just fucking weird, but,
jeez.
No, I'm trying to think. I know if I called my mom, I used to have a book of, I used to say words wrong, and I would just make up words in return for them. Like, I used to call wood chips, wood chickups.
Oh!
And that was good.
I used to do shit like that, actually. Napkins were natkins for me.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, that's just because you don't say it. No, like, I said that, like, natkins up until I was, like, 10.
Yeah, I think I said till I was, like, 12. My mom, like, actually, I have, like, a notebook, and it's, like, a few pages deep of just stupid words I said as a kid. That, like, if you read now, I wouldn't be able to tell you what some of them are, but looking back on them, it's very,
Were you ever a kid that said Paschetti?
Paschetti, no. But...
Or sketty?
No, I say sketty today.
Sketty.
Sketty. I don't know. It was as if, like, English wasn't my first language.
Yeah?
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. It's hard to say. But I don't know. There's too many fucking dumb things I believed as a kid.
I thought being pregnant was a bad thing. because I remember one time I think I was like 5 or so, and I was just putzing around, and I heard it was like a celebrity scandal, someone was pregnant or whatever, and they were all like very like standoffish about it, like it was a bad thing. And I remember like hearing the word pregnant and like catching that tone, so I thought like so I heard like someone in the family was pregnant. I was like, oh my god, what happened to them?
Oh man.
I'm like, oh no, my condolences. 6-year-old me, my condolences.
Yeah, I used to think for probably like first 7 years of my life that like my mom and dad like knew each other at birth. Not that they were like brother and sister, but that they were like destined to like marry
like,
each other and shit like
the
that.
Soulmate thing.
Yeah.
Like my mom's never been with anyone else. This is my dad.
Well, just and then you never understand where like kids come from. So I was just like, do they appear? Do they go pick them up from? Actually, no. I used to think that like kids got picked up from the hospital, like I don't know. They came out of like some fucking tube.
It's like a pickup order at a Chinese place.
That's what I thought, because like I remember seeing like even in cartoons they had the rooms just beds of babies.
Oh, okay.
And people would look in, and I always thought that meant they would just be like, "Oh, I want that one." And
you're window shopping for children.
Yeah,
I like that.
And also, when I was a kid, I never understood like that people could be different races. Like I couldn't grasp the fact that like I don't know, that people were different.
No,
people.
I completely agree. If you were disabled, and I was like, well, granted, like most kids have this kind of mentality, but if I distinctly remember there was a girl that my mom was friends with her mom, and we got together, and this girl was born without any arms. Mm-hmm. And I remember, like, I would literally just hid behind my mom, and I was like, "Yo, what the what is that? What's going on here?"
Yeah.
I still remember saying to her, like, "You can take your arms out of your shirt, you know."
Which, like, as a kid is just like oh, honey, you can't say that. But like, we said that today, it'd be like, oh shit.
I was very ignorant.
It's funny though, because like most kids grow out of that by like 5 or 6, and then there's still some adults that are still living that way.
We got like 1 or 2 friends that are just on the cusp of that. Like, they smartened up probably like at the tail end of middle school, but God forbid if they didn't, they were screwed for the rest of their life.
But that's definitely like your parents didn't raise you the best, if that's the case. If your parents
can't also be like overtly sheltered. Yeah,
that's fair. And I don't know if you can say that's bad parenting. I'd just say overprotective, maybe at most.
Yeah, at most, yeah.
I used to never understand how like snacks were made too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't. When they were called potato chips, I didn't know they were made from potatoes, even though it was in the name.
Yeah. And I
didn't know how they were made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hasn't stopped. I still don't know. I'm still trying to find it.
That's a vibe. When I was a kid, I thought like workers at like grocery stores or teachers, I thought they just stayed there.
Yep, teachers definitely. I thought teachers never left.
Yeah.
Grocery store workers.
I just thought they were there all the time.
I thought some were robots. To be honest, like, cause the ones with like kind of no personality, I just figured like, wow, we're really advancing as a nation, right?
Turns out they're just dead inside because they're a retail worker.
Yes, it's very true. And then I worked retail, and I'm like, oh, no, I get it.
I get it.
We're on the same page. Don't worry about it.
Jeez, I got another hypothetical for you.
I'm ready.
So you can take control over anyone's Twitter account for one tweet, and you don't really even have to say like if you know what you're going to say, that's fine. But whose account do you take? And your goal basically is to just either cause mass confusion, really, not necessarily panic, not chaos. You could do that, I guess, but what would be like your celebrity account that you would take over?
You see, the power play is you just take someone with the most followers and you shout yourself out and you like hype yourself up. But that's cheap.
That's boring.
That's boring. That's tough. You could definitely take like any celebrity and just like. I would take like any like big celebrity, and I would do the thing where it's like I'm cursing them, where I just type in Arabic and I put a picture of like a demon goat underneath.
That's my favorite hacking.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, "Are they hacked?" And then like my next tweet is like, "This is not a drill," or whatever.
This is not a hacker.
Yeah,
this is me.
It's me, Lady Gaga. And I was like, "Oh man."
God, I would take like Gordon Ramsay's Twitter and be like, God, the fucking grease from the McDonald's fryers is delicious.
Yeah.
Just like completely random.
Oh, I would love to take like a chef's thing and just be like, contrary to popular belief, I eat Spam more than I drink water. Shit like that.
Or take fucking like Lil Wayne's twin and be like, God, Luke Bryan slaps.
That would be fucking great. Oh, dude, I would love to do. That's actually perfect. Taking fucking Lil Wayne's, or I don't know. There's so many.
Just take fucking like Ice Cubes and just retweet My Little Pony shit.
Take like Lil Pump's account and then tweet out like a very philosophical like theory or whatever.
Tweet out a picture of my math homework. Be like, yo, can I get some help on this? Like, I'm having trouble. People are like, wait a fucking minute. You know how to read?
Yeah.
That's fucked. Oh, that'd be great. You could obviously take control of like the presidents and just say something random. But to be quite honest with
It's
you,
already happening.
yeah, people would be like, oh, well, all right. Guess he's talking about
Dude,
doo-doo
I would
today.
take like Bernie Sanders Twitter and just like shit post.
I would take the rocks and only tweet out a picture of a rock.
It's not bad.
That's all. That'd be great.
Or like I do good promotion for him though.
Yeah?
I tweet out the picture. It'd be a video of a rock, but it'd be like a boo-doo-doo-doo. It's evolving, and then it evolves into a mountain, and then the rock's like my new tequila or whatever.
My new tequila.
He has a tequila now.
Does he?
Yeah, that's all his Instagram. Okay,
I
actually,
don't follow him on Instagram because his posts were too like.
I have a debacle. I have an issue with The Rock at the moment.
I'm so glad we're back on this because my favorite fucking episode is when you were just hating on The Rock for 20 minutes.
I preface it with I love Dwayne. Me and him are boys. If he wants to get in contact, let's talk, buddy.
Hit you up on Twitter.
But this man, every Sunday he posts like his cheat meals. And this week, all he had, like his dinner was one burger and fries. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there's no way The Rock would just eat one burger, right? And I don't know why I'm still thinking about this, like to this day, of just like I eat a couple burgers when I eat burgers. There's no way The Rock only eats one.
Well, okay, maybe that was like a light cheat meal, you know? Like maybe the fact, like not the fact that it's a burger is the cheat meal, maybe the quantity is the cheat meal.
No, because that fuck eats like 30,000 calories a day. Not 30,000, obviously, but that man eats 7 square meals a day. There's no way his cheat meal is a fucking burger with fries. And I think, conspiracy theory, I think his cheat meals are fake.
You think?
I think that The Rock is just trying to pander to us.
Well,
And he doesn't understand how to pander to us because this man eats like a fucking woolly mammoth.
I don't know, like red meat, like a lot of red meat is kind of hard on your digestive system if you're not used to eating it all the time.
No, but that dude, he's eating like 2 steaks a day.
Oh, like he does eat...
He eats like 2 chicken, 2... I don't know if he still does, but this thing was like he ate 2 chicken, 2 fish, 2 steak with like broccoli and rice in each thing. Mm-hmm. And so that's out the window. Fuck you, Bobby.
I guess so. How much fries?
It was like an... Hold on.
Pull up the Instagram.
Pause.
Pull it up.
Pause in the... Oh, she's cute.
That's an interesting...
Here we go.
Dan's timeline is half naked women, folks.
It's not half naked, but like...
It's fully naked.
Look! I could eat the fuck out... I could eat 2 of those!
I mean...
Well, alright, there's... Okay, and the next one, he's like, I got my peanut butter fucking whatever toast. And I'm like, that looks hard to eat.
My man's eating a whole fucking cheesecake as well!
He's eating half.
Well, still... I mean, okay, to be fair, for all you know, this burger could literally be like the size of a fucking record.
I mean, I guess you're right, but then that means that plate is the size of a fucking record, and that bottle is the size of like a spaceship. Just go on The Rock's Instagram. He posted like on Sunday. I know you all have Instagram. I know you do. Don't try and cheat out on me. I believe in you guys.
Terry Crews was like yes to all of that on this as well.
Terry Crews is a good guy. I like Terry Crews.
My God. Fucking... It does look like a good burger, but I see what you're talking about.
Like, there's no way he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna... This is my cheat meal. When I have a cheat meal, I'm fucking like, we're having 6 quesadillas, fucking whole plate of fries. What am I having after that? 3 sundaes. And then I regret it in the morning, but like, goddamn.
He has a cheat meal every Sunday, though.
I have a cheat meal every Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, but
I'm not The Rock.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is your job to slam weight?
Well, my shit is on like obviously a much smaller scale. but I'm still eating like a fucking champ, bro.
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you just eat like a fucking pig, considering The Rock only had one burger, Dan. How many did you have last time we had burgers? 9?
That's hurtful.
9?
Okay, just go
Would
for
you
my
eat the whole cow?
No, just go for my self-esteem. It's fine.
What was that, dude?
No, it's fine. Just go for my self-esteem. It's
Self-esteem,
super high.
bro.
It's super high as it is.
You were shoving those.
Shoving those. That's
Shoving
a very
those.
weird way of wording that, but like, you know
Shoveling
what?
those.
Bottom line, Mr.
Rock.
Mr. Rock.
Mr. Rock.
Mr. Johnson. Let's talk. I want you and me. I want to chat. I'm curious. I just want to know, like, if I think ideally, like, I just want to share a cheat meal with you Saturday. I can cook it. That's fine.
Going up to The Rock with his giant ass and just calling him Mr. Johnson. Keeping a straight face.
Mr. Johnson was my elementary school gym teacher. Not the same guy.
You know, if I had the knowledge of what a Johnson is as an elementary school teacher, I would have smirked every time. Johnson is just forever one of the funniest ways to call a penis.
It's fucking
Dude,
stupid.
it's so good.
No, it's not. Because all I can think about is the fucking, like, 40-year-old dad shirts where it's like, my Johnson is big, and like that's the shirt, and it's like, that's fucking dumb. That's so fucking stupid. But if you're happy, be happy. I'm not here to put you down. But let's have a cheat meal, Rock. I hope I hope you get back to us. I doubt it, but maybe, shoot your shot.
Yeah, shoot your shot.
One thing I want to talk about, this one's, it's a little sad. But it has a happy ending. Okay?
What the fuck are we talking about, Dan?
There's a YouTube channel called Chilled Cow, and it has a ever so classic lo-fi and hip-hop chill beats to study and relax to. And you've all seen it. It's the girl. She's been taking notes for 2 years straight.
Yeah, the lo-fi hip-hop radio beats to relax and study to, girl?
This is the one.
That like the one?
Yes, the original one. It's been going for 2 years, over like 1,300 hours. The channel got terminated by accident. So the streak is gone, but luckily the channel got its channel back. So like they're back to their chill lo-fi, really relaxing beats to study to. But like, it got me thinking, it's kind of the pioneer for lo-fi. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it definitely made people like, people were like, damn, lo-fi is not bad.
Lo-fi bangs. If you don't know what lo-fi is, look it up. It's great. I love it.
It's like, how would you describe it? Is it like jazz mixed with like
chill hip hop beats to relax and study to? That's exactly what it is.
Well, I'm saying like, because it's a very different like type of music. So I'm trying to think like, how would you tell it to somebody or describe it to someone that doesn't listen to lo-fi?
Chilled, relaxed beats to study to.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. It's like,
it does.
Not really. Beats are such a ambiguous term.
Well then, it kind of goes like boo.
Okay, so what type of beats, bro? Drum and bass? What are we talking? Future bass? Glitch hop? What's up? There's a lot of type of beats.
Yeah, but that's not chilled beats to study to and relax with.
Could be.
Okay, to fucking somebody on meth and acid, and they're like, oh.
Wow, Dan, way to out me like that. Way to out me on my meth and acid addiction.
I'm sorry. Well, we didn't have weed corner, so we gotta have meth corner.
Meth corner.
I'm just trying to fill our
Meth
daily...
Mondays, baby!
I'm trying to fill the requirements that we have on our list. It's top of the list, few topics. Second on the list,
drugs.
Third on the list,
So they did it by accident.
Yeah, it was on accident, but everybody was just like, what the fuck is going on? Who did this?
Oh, there's people who are like, I'm in medical school, and this channel helps me out so much with my anxiety when I'm up late studying and writing papers. YouTube, what the hell?
Well, it does. Like, yeah, a lot of people use it. It normally, like, it'll always have like 1,000, like multiple thousands of viewers at a time.
I mean, the stream has accumulated over 218 million views. So.
Yeah, which is it's a little bit, like, it's not as much as we have, but it's.
Yeah.
It's a step in the right direction, I guess.
You know what my favorite thing about this article is, though? It's on Hypebeast.
I know. I was trying to find any article that wasn't this, because I was like, I don't want to use a Hypebeast article. It just looks fucking weird.
You know, I'm glad that didn't end, though. Do you listen to you still listen to lo-fi, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like...
It's like my casual music at this point.
Yeah, like, unless I need something high octane, like, I need some... Like, if I'm not going to listen to lo-fi at the gym,
Yeah.
Maybe for cardio, maybe for cool down. But like if I need to be energetic, I won't. But like if I want to get work done, I usually will slap on some lo-fi.
Lo-fi is probably my extreme passive listening. Like when I'm like literally like I just need the noise. I go for lo-fi.
It's like slapping, like a lot of people slap on podcasts just for like the background noise. It's like that.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably about what I use it for the most.
You think there's death metal lo-fi? Just a thought.
I hope not, but I will say, have you noticed a trend lately of like remixing popular songs to be lo-fi?
Yeah,
that's my favorite thing to come out of it.
That's been going on for a little. Excuse me.
But like, there's channels like gung-hoing for it. Like they're doing like official lo-fi remixes of songs now.
Yeah,
fucking love them. The Post Malone ones, fantastic. The Halsey ones, great. The Uzi ones, great. Juice WRLD, rip, still great.
Rip. I'm trying to think of like a Futsal Shuffle lo-fi, and then I think of the beat, and then I just get mad.
That song is gonna stay in my playlist to the day I die.
Beat, I don't care. Like
Futsal Shuffle by Lil Uzi is like 2008 rap put into Need for Speed Underground.
Like it is literally Need for Speed Underground song, and I cannot stand listening to it.
It's so good.
No, it's not.
Tell me that beat doesn't just make you laugh, just smile. Like,
that beat makes me just want to like stomp.
You can't be actively frowning when you're listening to the beat.
I am usually actively frowning.
You're a buzzkill.
When you guys are like, yo, listen to this one, and then here, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god. Where's my Luke Bryant?
You're Luke Bryan.
And I just get fucking heated.
God, it is a good song though. It's not bad.
You're entitled to that.
Okay, no, it actually is kind of. It's not the best.
You're entitled to your opinions.
I don't know. I guess it's just a very fun beat.
I just disagree.
It's not a chill beat to study to, but it's a beat.
It's true.
God.
No, I agree with that. I can maybe agree with that.
You can maybe agree?
Yeah. Last little bit of news is don't really care to go into it because it's not a fun topic, but well, actually, it's good. But like Harvey Weinstein got convicted he's found guilty of his sexual misconduct to 6 women. Not cool. But my favorite part of this is that he's surprised of the verdict. I just saw a picture of him, and it was like the surprised Pikachu face, and I was like,
yeah,
hey, bud. You know what you did.
Yeah, I have to say, like, it doesn't. Like, okay, so this topic obviously sucks to talk about because it's rape, but it's good because he's, got convicted, he's not getting let off. But I mean, like, what was his conviction even?
What do you mean?
Like, how long is he going, like, what does he got to do?
It was that he's found guilty, and then I think they're resuming trial in New York in some months.
Okay.
For more shit.
So apparently he still also faces separate charges in L.A. as well.
Yep. He's not sitting pretty, some may say, but I don't know. I'm just glad that this dude didn't fucking pay people off and get out for free.
Yeah, what, the gross thing is like when he started using his walker, like there was pictures coming out of him like just casually strolling, and then like the next day he was using his walker, and then the next day he wasn't using it. Like that, it's very scummy.
Yeah, it's like, motherfucker, I don't give a damn about your health.
I mean, yeah, he's a fucking rapist. Bury him under the prison, leave him there.
Yeah. Or just have no, it might just be a fucking Epstein scenario again, where he's just miraculously dead in a cell. He killed himself.
But unlike this, he probably won't be providing much information.
No, that's true. Yeah, no. So
yeah, if you want to Epstein him, like, go for it. Like fucking murder him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be blunt, like, I don't wish death upon people, but like hypothetically,
if you rape somebody, I'll wish death upon you.
Oh no, I can agree to that, but like I'm just saying hypothetically, if you just fucking just kick the bucket, I'm not mad.
Or got kicked down a flight of stairs. Either way,
like I'm not saying I'm behind it, obviously, but I'm not saying I don't.
I'm not saying I'm behind murdering him, but I'll be behind him when he gets pushed down some what?
No, I'm not saying I'll behind. No, it's the other way around. You're not behind him when he's pushed down the stairs, but you're maybe behind the motion, and I almost said the motion in the ocean, and that's not it, because then you're still killing him.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know where I am.
I don't know what's going on.
Help me.
What day is it?
I can't find my hands.
Where are your kids? It's 10 p.m.
My abs hurt.
Do you remember that actually? Like
Yes, I do.
it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? And
do you know what they're doing?
Did your parents ever do like they're right here? And then you're like,
actually.
and then they do it again, and you're like, oh, it's good the first time. And, and then they do it again, and you're like, oh, another singer. Then they do it again, and you're like,
there was one time actually when when one of my older siblings first moved out, and I distinctly remember like thinking, as I was probably like 7, what would the repercussions be if I just go, "Where's Joe?" to my parents, and like, because they were sad when my brother moved out. Yeah, they were sad
when you moved out.
Yeah. So like I was like 7-year-old me was being cynical. Like, would I make them cry? I didn't.
Oh, so that's where it started.
Yeah. Basically, if you want to track me to where like I kind of went off the deep end and just became a cynical asshole, start at 7.
Well,
7.
Life's what you make it, so let's make it rock. Let's make it rock.
All right, so it all started in music class when that bitch took my recorder.
That's understandable.
Actually, it probably did start in that class with the recorders, because I distinctly remember sitting in the front row and just having my ears and fucking back of the head blasted with spit and noise.
Yeah, did you really sit in rows for that?
Yeah, we had we had like, what do you call those, like bleacher type things that you stand up on?
Okay.
But like, I had one of the class idiots behind me that was just, like literally blowing into it with the force of a god. Mm-hmm. So it only does that long squeak. That's probably exactly when I lost faith in the world.
Well, because the instrument won't make any noise unless you're fucking screaming into it, of course.
Yeah, of course. And my eardrums will probably never hear that noise, never hear properly again.
That's fair. Well, I remember in elementary school we sat in a circle, which was nice.
No, that would have been so optimal. My God, well, even then, if I had to be flanked by 2 idiots just blowing into them with, like, okay, I don't mean to say idiots, because I don't even mean to sound condescending, like, yeah, we were like 7, but I mean, like, you do realize if it's just squeaking at a level that's unaudible to most like dogs, or only audible to most dogs when you're blowing into it with that much force, maybe dial it back.
They're just like hitting the recorder and they're like, Miss Jones, I think there's something wrong with mine.
That's the thing. We're trying to play fucking Hoss Cross Buns and fucking Timmy's over there holding down the F, just blowing into it with the force of a god.
Like that. Except imagine me just like spitting.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. If you want to go find my goodness, that's where it was left, in the music room at Center Road School.
Well,
in Vernon, Connecticut.
Yeah, you're really doxing yourself.
Who gives a fuck? They have my last name.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
You know what elementary school I went to? Center Road. You know what was great about Center Road? Everything but that one experience.
The one thing that was always tragic about the elementary school is that there was a sign that said slow children in the front to tell you that, like, hey, there's children, drive slow. But I remember when I was a kid, my dad would just go like, oh, he'd go, aw. And, me as a kid, I didn't understand it, but, I got it later on.
I'm so glad that my dad made that joke, too.
It's a good dad joke. I give it to him. I would never discredit him on that one. I think it's a...
There was one time when I was like 12, my dad looked at me and was like, no, he's right here. And I was like,
damn.
Dad. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
I hope you
fucking great. You know what? All right, I'm good to wrap it up. Are you good to wrap it up, Dan?
Yeah.
All right, folks. That's been the Frying Pan Podcast, episode 69. We're on social media. The handle for both of those, the Frying Pan Pod. The handle for that is the Frying Pan Pod. I said that twice in a row. You could say I'm stuttering and or lagging and or buffering. We're on every audio platform pretty much, besides SoundCloud, as we've discovered last episode. So thank you for listening on that. If you could give us a rating, we'd also appreciate that. Any constructive criticism and or business inquiries can be sent over to our email, which is inthepanpodcast@gmail.com. And folks, for the last time, I've been Robert D'Onofrio. And that's been Daniel Sear. Thank you for tuning into the podcast, episode 69. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you next time, I guess.
Peace out, rainbow trout. Over and out, rainbow trout. How's for my gym partner, the monkey, in case
Colonel!
Matters.